Let's start over. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday at 8 a.m. This is our Tech Tuesday class. And we have somebody here very special to Mary and I. This is Julie Singh, and she's been a loan officer. She's been an agent, and she's definitely involved in the social media aspect. And I wanted to come on with her this morning. She's going to tell us about 2 minutes about her brief life and then what she uses to get business through social media. So, Julie, it is all yours.
Hi, everyone. I have been a licensed agent since 2006. I am in a partnership with my husband, Gurmel Singh, who's better known in the real estate space. We work together, as I said, in a partnership, and we always have worked together even before real estate. But we have 3 children, and they're all adults. 2 of the 3 are licensed agents, and our daughter recently got licensed, and she's joined us in the business. I know today I'm supposed to be talking about how social media has changed our business. But I just want to make one thing clear is please, please, please work your database. Please work your database. You do want to do social media because it's the way to go. But what I was taught in 2018 by one of the coaches at the time is do the daily activities you need to do in order to write the business. However, you must have your social media up to date because social media today is basically our resume. When people are deciding between you and another agent, sometimes when they go take a look at your social media page and see what you're about is how they make the decision to use you. And the reason why I know this to be true is because I've had people tell me, oh yeah, I have already decided to use you. And so I asked, well, why did you decide to use us? Well, it was between you and another agent. And, I looked at your social media page and I really like that whole family thing you've got going, the family vibe, or whatever it may be that interests them. Not everybody's going to be interested in what my lifestyle is. And that's okay too. But social media has made a big impact. And the fact that I get to do what we call touches in real estate. And what I mean by that is every day I make a post to keep that algorithm going. And every day I don't want to post about me. I don't want to be on there just acting like I'm bragging about me. So I do a lot with my family and whatever it is that I do in life, I post about. But you've got to have at least 3 posts a week in there regarding your business so that you're in front of people for them to be reminded that you're in the real estate business. And so when they're constantly reminded that you're in the real estate business, somehow they create what we call a parasocial relationship with you. And a lot of times, when people think about buying or selling, they're going to think of that first person that come to mind. And you want to be that person on their mind. I hope I'm making sense, Frank. And so in 2018, I took a look and I said, oh my goodness, I don't post daily. So the algorithm is really not working for me. And I made a decision in 2019 that I would do community videos. I would go around in my community and every Friday post a video about a nonprofit organization or a small business in my area. So every Friday I made a commitment. In 2019, every single Friday, I had a video go out regarding a community, a nonprofit or a business in our community. And it was very brief. I mean, it was no longer than 5 minutes long, basically talking about what the organization or business is about, how long they've been around, what they do, just highlight them. In my video, a lot of times as realtors, we would love to just highlight ourselves because we want to let people know, what a good job we're doing. But no, these community videos were all about that organization or small business. It had nothing to do with me. What I found out when I did that, I mean, I was doing it to get my name out there and to highlight the organization or the small business. But what it did for me is people saw that. I started getting some referrals out of it. And then there was one Friday, I was kind of late with posting the video because I used to post it at 7 in the morning. And I got a message from somebody that followed me and said, "Are you posting a video today or not?" And I thought, oh, okay, you watch them. All right. So I went ahead and posted it. But to start off with, I was very nervous to be in front of that camera. I mean, I just thought, oh my gosh, I can't be in front of the camera. I'm so overweight. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I sound. I can't do this. But I realized the importance of videos at that time, and I started doing it. And what happened was, after doing so many videos, you build up your confidence. To this day, I'm still nervous about going on camera. And we're live right now. I am nervous as heck because we are live right now, but I'm here. And I know that once it's done on live, right? So you don't have any second or third takes. But anyway, so with social media, what I did was I learned that once I started posting a video a day, that algorithm started working for me. And the more engagement you get, the algorithm likes that. And so it taught me on when to post, what not to post. And I really stay away from all the negatives. Anything that's going to lead to any negativity, you just leave that out. Leave it out, because that's not what you want. You control the narrative. So what you post and the comments you're going to get, it's all based on what you're posting. Now, you also want to be genuine. You want to be real. You want to be real. You know, it can't all just be all unicorns or rainbows, because facts of life is that there are times that life really sucks. But you can make that post in a way that it's more of a testimony rather than just ranting. I'm sure you guys have seen people that just gets on there, they're upset, they don't know how else to deal with it, and they take it out on social media, and then they don't get anything good out of it. Maybe, a couple of people feeling sorry for them or whatever, but nothing good really comes out of it. So you want to stay away from all of that. But I make about 4 posts personal, 3 posts business. Lately, it's been a lot of personal, but when I say 3 business, it could be a reel. You can go to a property that's for sale. Of course, you get an approval from the agent, and video the home, promote the home. But whatever it is, you have to bring in information of value. It cannot be anything about, I sold this, I'm so great, I'm this, I'm that. Nobody wants to hear that.
No one cares.
And nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Jim Rohn used to say that the marketplace doesn't care about your needs. The marketplace cares about your skills, right? What skills you bring to the marketplace. So as much value as you can give to somebody. And if you don't know what, there's ChatGPT. You can go on there and ask, what are top 5 concerns of today's buyer, or whatever it is that you're focusing on listings. That's what you want to follow. The only difference is you want to pertain it to your current market. And yeah, so that's basically it. That's what I have been doing. And I know one thing that really works for me, that actually really generates leads for me, are my client testimonials. Every time we close a deal, well, not every time, because some people don't want to go on camera, and that's okay too. But when my clients are comfortable enough to go on camera, the minute we give them the key, or the minute they sign paperwork to sell their home, I do a testimonial. Why then? Because there's a lot of excitement at that hour. If you try to do it a couple of days later, the same excitement is not there. When they're getting the key, there's so much excitement there. So I get my testimonial done then. And before I do the video, I ask them nicely, first I get the permission, and secondly, I tell them to speak from their heart and tell the truth. Tell the truth, how it was working with us. And of course, whatever their dilemma may have been about when they started thinking about buying the house, whatever the situation was, and then how it was solved. So in the video, there's got to be the problem and whatever the solution was. Not about how great I was or how great of a job I did. A lot of times they will add that on themselves if they get great service. But my client testimonial, one client that is currently looking for homes right now, she kept getting my client testimonial from her aunt, who is a Facebook friend of mine. She would watch my client testimonials and she would message it to her niece. Hey, it's time for you to buy a home. Look at this. This couple here can help you. This couple is great, whatever she was saying. But she had been doing that for several months now to her niece. And her niece finally said, okay, let me talk to them. When I first met her for the initial buyer consultation, she already knew us. She already knew us because she's been watching our videos. And she felt that she had the best realtors that would care for her. For however she got that out of the testimonials she watched, I don't know. But those testimonials gave her that indication. So is there anything else, Frank, that you want me to cover about?
Well, I think what I want to say personally is that, I've been encouraging people to do videos for a couple of years. And there are people that say, Frank, I don't do video well. You know what? This real estate business is tough, and you've got to be open to other ways of marketing yourself. Videos will always remain. And the one thing that you've done, Julie, is you've conquered that. I mean, you've shared with us some of your phobias of doing the video. I don't look right. I'm overweight. These are things that really lock people out from doing the videos. My God, I do videos and I'm fat and I'm overweight, and I used to be better looking when I was thinner, so you need to learn to get over that. And it's a skill now that Julie, you and your husband have been doing, and it's been paying off. That's what I want to hear most, because creating a video these days with content and having value is very, very hard. But the challenge is, or the good thing is, you never know who you're going to reach. And that's the most important thing. So if you're having any of those phobias and doing the video, just start out small. Don't put yourself on camera, but do a video. And then eventually you'll eke into the video. But what would you do, Julie, if someone wanted to start? And I know this is such a simplistic question. How do you start getting people on video?
How do I start, like myself or other people that I interviewed?
Yeah, talk more about how you started with all your phobias that you were dealing with.
Well, when I attended, it was that 8-week course. I think you remember, Frank, that Brent had put together, like December of 2018 with Sean Kokoska. If there was anything I learned out of that class was,
yes,
video was the way, and I caught it.
Yeah.
And video was the way, and it's the direction we're going in. When I figured that out in 2018, I said, you know what? I'm not going to lose out on this, because I see where technology is going with this. And how we look at stuff on Amazon and purchase just online. How we see certain things online that, oh my gosh, if I use this, I'm going to look like this, or if I use this, this is the result I'm going to get. And we order stuff online. And I said, okay, yeah, Sean's right, that this is the way that it's going. And if I don't get with it, I'm going to lose out on market share. And I don't want to lose out on market share, because I had people that knew me that were on my database. They did business with somebody else, and it's because, oh, so-and-so had such a great website. so and so, I saw his video here. And so I thought, okay, there's something to this videos.
Mm-hmm.
And whether I like myself the way I look or not, I still have to get the message out. So I have to get over it. Either I go work on my weight and, I progress with that, but the videos, they need to start. I can't procrastinate any longer. Because the longer you procrastinate, the more of the market share you're losing out, because videos is it. Time and time again, this is besides real estate. I was nominated to serve on a board. And the way they decided on me was they watched me on social media for 6 months.
Wow.
They watched me on social media for 6 months to see what I was like, what kind of things I post. And that's how they wanted to nominate me. And I serve on the board now, but that's how they nominated me. And when I asked them, how did you guys decide on me? And they told me, well, we watched you on social media for 6 months.
That's a
And
great story.
I was stunned by that. I was stunned by that. And they said, we especially loved how you did all the community videos. You didn't get anything out of it. You were promoting other people's business,
Yes.
other people's nonprofit organization.
Yes.
And that to them meant more than anything else.
Oh, that's wonderful, Julie.
So
That is amazing. Now, how involved is, and I probably know the answer, but I see Gurmal has been kind of more participating than he ever has, and he's a very prideful man. And how did you get him to step his toe into this?
well, we are finally doing online marketing, and as I'm calling the leads to get them to convert, I have been sending, this is something I've added that's giving me better conversion rate for the leads to actually talk to me and get pre-approved for a loan. I send them a quick 30-second video introducing ourselves. So I got him to get on camera with me because he hates being on camera. And I told him that with the partnership that we have, and I'm more behind the scenes, but loud on social media, but with the clients, they see him.
Right.
He does the appointments, he shows the homes, he does the listings, he negotiates contracts, he's a pit bull with that. I told him, they talk to me all the way through until, they're ready to strike, and they really need to understand who you are and what your personality is like. So I did this short 30-second video introducing myself because the leads are coming online. At some point, I send them that before our phone appointment, because I communicate with them via text the whole time, using AI. But when they're ready for a phone call, I send them an introduction video so they know who I am, what I look like, and Gurmal as well. But it's a short video talking about how long we've been in business. And of course, never brag about yourself or what you've done, how long you've been in business, and the areas we service. And then it ends with something like, you get the angel and you get the pit bull. He negotiates and I do the rest. That's how it ends. And it caught on. A lot of people liked it. My conversion to the phone calls went up, like by a lot. And so I'm getting a lot more people on the phone calls with me, talking to me, and setting a buyer consultation and the listing as well. So I told them, you just have to do this. They can't see me all the time and then just see you at the door.
Right.
And so he's on, but again, he won't do a whole lot on Facebook. Again, he's got the same phobias as everybody else. I might say the wrong thing, but he just might say the wrong thing because he speaks his mind. And so he was smart enough to let me take the lead on that.
Well, I think you guys are great examples because, like I said, video is definitely the way to go. There's all kind of training out there to help you. Just go to YouTube and they'll show you how to do all that stuff. But we're fortunate that we have partners that know how to do this social media, and it's been working really, really good. Julie, we've reached our time limit. Is there anything you want to add at the end to tell everybody?
You don't have to be an expert. You don't need the fancy gadgets. You just need your iPhone or whatever smartphone you have, and go for it. Keep it short in the beginning. And if you're really nervous, go live, because you can't do 10, 20, 30 takes when you go live. It's live. You do it and it's over with. And you can never put out too many videos.
Yes.
Don't be afraid of getting unfriended, unfollowed, whatever. If they're going to do that to you, they were never going to do any business with you. They were never that close to you. But always, always, always put yourself out there. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. There's nothing wrong with being real. Just that you're not bashing anyone or any particular group.
Right.
Keep it
Right.
on a very positive note. Again, keep in mind, you introduce a problem, give a solution. Problem, solution. Don't ever leave it with just negatives. Don't worry about what you look like. We all have issues, every one of us. We just have to get over it. I know I'm not going to get younger, and working on the weight, but you just got to go for it.
Yeah, that's great. Great advice. I love it. You know, my favorite is seeing some of these stars do their blooper reels, because it gives me confidence.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? We all have them. I have made so many mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. It makes you human. If you don't make mistakes, there's something wrong. But just do it. I've said some wrong things. Afterwards, I heard it and I said, oh my gosh, I must have been so nervous. I didn't mean to say that, but oh well, it's already out there. It's out there. If somebody wants to know, catches me or say something, all you can do is apologize and say, oh, I guess I must have been nervous. Just change it. Don't be afraid of negative comments. Somebody makes a negative comment, you can either delete it, or you can just say, hey, I'm sorry, and just keep moving on, or whatever it be. But don't argue with people online. There's nothing good that ever comes out of it. Nothing good ever comes out of it. Don't be afraid at all of what other people think of you. And I think I put myself in a place where, okay, would God be okay with me posting this? Would God be okay? And I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but that's the foundation of how I live.
No, that's your
God,
belief.
If God wouldn't be okay with me posting this, I shouldn't be posting. If God wouldn't be okay with me saying this, I shouldn't be saying it. So just keep that in mind. Keep everything unbelievably positive. People love to follow others who are unbelievably positive and uplifting.
That's what we need right now in this world, for sure. Julie, thank you for being on this morning. For those of you who kind of came on late, this will be recorded and I'll have on my YouTube channel, and pretty much by tomorrow, Julie will have on her YouTube channel and out on social media. Julie, thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for just knowing you and Gurmal. You guys are very special to Mary and I, and we love you. Now,
Thank you. I love you.
yes, in closing, put on your calendar November 16th from 9 to 12 at PCAR here in the local Roseville, Sacramento area. Brent Gove is putting on a business planning clinic. I encourage everybody to cancel all plans that day. Well, at least till the afternoon, to get your plan in order. If you got any questions, reach out to me. Thanks again, Julie. Thank you, Chris, for facilitating this, because without Chris, I would be nowhere. So have a great Tuesday, everybody, and we'll see you. Bye-bye.